Okay, hello again, guys. This is another question was provided by Jude, I think. So the question is about algebra, and as you can see from the view, saying that m is equal to 18 to the power of 4 and multiplied by 2 to the power of 3 multiplied by n to the power of 2 minus 6 and multiplied by 3 to the power of 2 multiplied by 1 minus 4n over 12 to the power of 2. So as you can see, it's a complicated fraction, and he's asking you to do what? To find the value of n. So you need to find the value of n if for which m is equal to. What is the meaning of that? It means that m is gonna be equal to 2 to be able to find out n. So now we're gonna try to simplify our equation. It said that m, which is gonna be equal to 2, I think, equal to, we have a very large fraction. The thing about this equation, since he's asking you to find a value that exists in the powers, you need to understand that you're dealing with what is referred to as prime factors. So here you have a prime factor, which is 2. Here you have a prime factor, which is 3. The issue is this and this, 18 and 12. They need to be translated into their prime factors. And I'm gonna sketch here the 18. The 18 is a multiplication of 2 by 9, and the 9 is a multiplication of 3 by 3. So 3, 3, 2, they are the prime factors of 18. So what we're gonna do, we will say that, open bracket, 2 multiplied by 3, and we don't have to repeat 3 by 3. We will say 3 to the power of 2. And all of that, don't forget that it has the power of 4n. Now we go to the next one. It will stay as it is. We don't have an issue here. We're gonna solve it in a further advanced step, not right now. N to the power of 2 minus 6n multiplied by 3. Also, this term is gonna stay as it is for the time being. 1 minus 4n. The 12, the same thing that we did with the 18, we're gonna try to make it as a product of its prime factors. So 2 to the power of 6, and 6 could be translated into 2 to 3. So 2 by 2 by 3 is the prime factors of 12, and don't forget that it has the power of 2. So we'll say that 2, and don't forget we have 2 2's, so we can say that 2 to the power of 2 multiplied in 3. Close bracket, and everything is having the power of 2. Now, until this point, everything is clear to you. So now what we're going to do, we try to get rid of this denominator, so we can have two sides of an equation. So we're gonna make this goes here. The only thing that you need to pay attention to, that the 2 here, it has the power of 1. Don't forget that. So we can do something about it. So when you multiply 2 with the power of 1 and 2 with the power of 2, and don't forget the 2 outside of it, what's gonna happen? This denominator is gonna become what? It's gonna become 2 to the power of 4 multiplied by 3 to the power of 2, if you got what I mean. So the 2 to the power of 4 is gonna go there. We're gonna multiply it by 2 to the power of 1, which is gonna be, now this is the new line of the equation. So 2 to the power of 5, understood. We have power of 4 and we have power of 1. So 2 to the power of 4 multiplied in 3, 3 to the power of 2 stays as it is, equal. Okay, now we got rid of the denominator. Now we go to the right side of this equation here. We try to expand the powers now. So what do we have? We have 2. We have to split this power on these two. 2 to the power of 4n multiplied by what? 3 to the power of n multiplied in 4n. Okay, 2 to the power of 4n multiplied into, now we're gonna expand this power to the power of 3n squared minus, we're gonna expand this to the power 3 to the power of n minus 2 minus 18n multiplied in 3 to the power of 4. Also we're gonna expand the powers, 3 to the power of 2 minus 8n. Okay, now this is what do we have here. Okay, so again, 2 to the power of 5 multiplied in 3 to the power of 2 equal what? Now we try to collect the like terms. Okay, as you can see here, we have a base of 2, we have a base of 2, so we try to unify their power here, if you know what I'm talking about. So when we add, if you remember, don't forget this one is very important. This is equal to a to the power of n plus n. It means that we're gonna add the powers to the 2. So 2 to the power of what? 4n plus 3n to the power of 2 minus 18n. And also the same thing we're gonna do with the powers of 3 here, because all of that is multiplied in what? 3 to the power of what? To the power of 8n, because 2 multiplied by 4n is going to be 8n plus 2 minus 8n. Now we're going to try to simplify it another step, so everything is becoming clear to you. 2 to the power of 5 multiplied by 3 to the power of 2 is going to be equal to what? Now we're going to simplify. We have 4n here, we have minus 18 here, so it's going to be 2 to the power of what? Of course, I'm going to bring the square here, 3n squared Mm-hmm. 3n squared minus 14n, because minus 18 plus 4 is going to be minus 14. Multiplied in what? Multiplied in 3 to the power of what? We know that the 8n can go with the minus 8n, so we have a 3 to the power of 2. Now, what do you see in front of you? It seems that you have an equivalent basis here. You have 2 with 2, you have 3 with 3. So we can compare the powers of the 2, okay? So it's all about comparison, okay? So look at this here. These are, because we have an equal sign here, and it seems that we have base of 3 here, base of 3 here. So we can say that the base here, the base of the power of this base and the power of this base, we can compare them and make them equal. So the idea is this. We will say now that since we have a comparison, the 5 is going to be equal to 3 and 2 minus 14n. Okay, so it seems that now we are about to create some sort of a quadratic equation. 3n squared minus 14n minus 5 equals 0. So now it's all about factorizing. So one of the things about factorizing, if you remember, about trying to change this into a product, you try to create something like this. you say that the minus 14 is a result of adding minus 15n plus n. You got my point? So you're trying to create a fourth term so you can factorize completely. So the 3n now, we're gonna write it as a 3n squared minus 15n plus n minus 5 equals 0. Now we try to factorize these two terms together. We will say that we're gonna take 3n, we're gonna use it as a factorizing, open bracket, 3n, so the first is gonna be n minus 5, close bracket. And here we have plus 1 plus 1, open bracket, n minus 5 equals 0. Okay, so you see the logic. Now we're gonna factorize using the brackets. We're gonna use this to factorize. So we say that n minus 5 multiplied in what? Multiplied in 3n plus 1. Okay, so that's equals 0. What is the meaning of that? It means that n has two possible solutions because we're talking about finding n. We almost forget about what we are trying to find here. It's just asking you to find n. So the first n, it could be, as you know, equal 5. And here you have 3n equal minus 1, meaning that n is going to be equal to minus third. And that's it. That's the solution. This is the possible value of n. And this is the second value. So n equal 5 or n equal minus third. That's it. See you in another video.